We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. It's the one-game American League Wildcard playoff between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Well, everyone has different opinions about these one-game wild card matchups. Kind of tough that your season comes down to this after such a long season, but it certainly creates a lot of excitement and drama. The pressure's on, so we'll see who handles it better and finds a way to win.
The old holdout purists may scoff, but I gotta tell you, this is as exciting as it gets, folks. One game to decide who moves on. It's the wild card playoff on the show, and it comes your way next. Mike Messina gets the nod here at home for the American League wildcard game. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1.
First pitch, 7-0-6.
Here's the pitch. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2.
Next up, 2-2.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Throw on to first in time, one away.
Batting seven, the second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
Into the box now, Roberto Alomar. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Strike two. Messina isn't considered by many to be a power pitcher. He doesn't strike out a ton of guys, but he's usually very effective as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that uses his defense and makes the opponent put the ball in play.
Matty V, not all pitchers are going to be swinging this guy. Even though this guy is a power pitcher, he pitches primarily down in the zone, and he looks behind him and he sees 8 fielders with the glove. He needs some help. He's not going to strike a lot of guys out, but he needs some help from his defense.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Joe Carter is at the plate as he watches ball one. Alomar, base runner at first with one out. Runner goes. Pitch misses the throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
The 2-0 on the way. Is swung on and missed, strike one.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
One out and a runner on second base. All even now, 2-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box now, number 34, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. Jays 0, O's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Juan Guzman is on the mound for the visiting squad in this AL Wildcard matchup. What's your take on him, Dan?
It's not easy as a rookie to go out there and establish yourself, get the off-speed pitches over, and just try to be the same pitcher that you were in the minor leagues. And one of the big keys, not get ahead of yourself.
At the plate, Brady Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Brady Anderson.
In there for strike one, 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter.
Count 2-1.
Ball 3.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
Line to the right side, but a foul ball. And he fouls this one off. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in, number 6, and he's ready to take his first cuts. Now the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. White is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting third, the shortstop, number 8.
At the plate, number 8. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1, no strike.
2 out, nobody on. hit the other way out toward right field. Bell will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We are still scoreless. Standing in, number 17. First trip to the plate for him in the ballgame.
The third baseman, number 17.
Pitch on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Up with it, Hoyt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. So stepping in, John Olerud, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
No strike.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Here's the pitch.
And
Left side, but well foul. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
In now, Derek Bell. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
ball, that's off the plate.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
Here it is, the 3-0.
Hey.
Fouled off. And it's fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Weak roller right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Last half of the second set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Glenn Davis.
Davis.
Now the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. In the air out toward right field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 12.
Settling in now, number 12. He'll get his first shot with the bat here. Now the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
For the plate now is the designated hitter, Sam Horn. First pitch of the at-bat.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back onto you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Bottom of the second here with no score. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
I got 2-1 to count.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Popped up. Number 17 is under it near the mound. 2 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So striding in, Leo Gomez. Here's a look over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. First pitch on its way.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Curveball inside corner, drops in for a strike.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Orioles leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. New inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Pat Borders.
The catcher, Pat Borders.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounder down the line at 3rd. Oh, and he fans on it at 3rd. It's down the left field line.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Brady
At the plate now, Manny Lee, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And this misses as well, so it goes to 2-0 now on the Jays shortstop. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Number 8 trying to get there. He can't get to it. This one's down, and there's one away.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Devin White. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Fouled away. Here's the 1-1. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Center fielder coming on, and that's in there. Base hit. And he is in there.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
At the plate, Roberto Alomar, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 1-0. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Standing in now, Joe Carter, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0 pitch. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
now batting.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Into the box, number 34. Hit hard to the right. Foul. 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And it's a full count, 3-2 to H. Number 17 is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Orioles nothing. Coming to the plate now, Chris Hoyt. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First offering on its way.
Ball in.
1-0 pitch on the way. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Changeup up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Chris Hoyt is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the 3rd. To the plate now, number 7. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch.
1-1.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Bell is there, 2 down. In now, Brady Anderson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now. Heading out towards shallow right. Bell is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 2-0. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping in for the Jays, number 17. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, John Olerud comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
So now to the plate, Derek Bell. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 delivery. Not close. It's 2-0. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Runners on the move for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. In time, and he is nailed at second.
That very well could have been a hit-run play, but that pitch was so far out of the zone, it really made it hard for the hitter to make any contact. Kind of left his teammate hung out to dry.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1 pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a curveball swung on and missed, and a great call there as the inning is over. Down in order go the Blue Jays, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Digging in, number 6. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Just missing here, 2-0.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
That one's in there. 3-1.
Count for 3-1.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
In now for the O's, number 8. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
That evens it up 1-1. From the stretch. Swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Glenn Davis. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
And a ball, 1 strike.
Two balls and a strike to the Orioles' first baseman. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And the 3-1. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Now to the plate, number 12. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
And they start him out away with a called strike.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
And it's quickly 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. And he makes the catch in the corner. Next will be the designated hitter, Sam Horn. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. Three and 0 now.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch and he can hit one out of the park on.
That one's in there. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now. 3-2. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Stepping up to the plate, Leo Gomez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Hit out towards second. Oh, he makes the stop. He goes to first. He's out. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. Coverage of the wild card game rolls on after this. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next to hit is the catcher, Pat Borders.
Pat Borders.
Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2.
Count 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
In now, Manny Lee, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Into the box now, Devin White. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. On its way is pitch number 75.
Nope. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
From the stretch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Here now the 2-2.
Helpful.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home is a called strike 3 on the corner.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Roberto Alomar. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
2 out with the man at first. Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his 3rd knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
Digging in to try it again, Joe Carter. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he falls behind 0-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
2 down, runners at first and second. And he fouls this one off. Another 2-2 offering. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 2-2 one more time. Little dribbler down the line. That winds up foul. Ready with the 2-2. Fouled off. This is indeed a battle. The 11th pitch coming up. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Orioles, the catcher, Chris.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The high fastball is in there.
0-1.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. So it's a solo shot to dead center as the Orioles have cut into the deficit. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
At the plate, number 7. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
And it's fouled away. Base is empty here with nobody out. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And another foul ball. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Another one sent foul. This is indeed a battle. The 11th pitch coming up. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The left fielder, number 9, Brady Anderson.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brady Anderson. From the stretch. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Fouled away.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back. Off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. A runner at first with no outs here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Count remains full. Good battle here. This will be the 7th coming up.
Hide the baseball and ripped it right up the middle.
pitch misses to him. It's ball one. Now the 1-0.
So forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back forward.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. The second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. One run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
Ready for another chance. Number 8, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Oh-1 count. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. Bell is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Orioles draw closer on the home run through 5 innings, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Ready for another shot now. Number 34, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Number 34.
Here comes the first pitch. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
And he fouls this one off. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, number 17, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's kicked out.
Now the 1-0. Swing and a liner. Foul.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. And the runner back. To the plate now, John Olerud, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. 1-0 home. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing.
The 1-1 home. Runners off for second. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the sixth. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
At the plate now, Derek Bell, as he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. A runner on first with 2 away. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. The 1-1, and there he goes towards second. Pitch inside the throw, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and he popped him up, and this is going to dunk in out there. A base hit. The relay, throw to second, but he's in there. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Well, that stolen base a minute ago just became that much more important.
Yeah, Matt, if the runner's on first, this hit may or may not bring him home, but he was on second, so he cruises across the plate for the run. It's all about finding ways to manufacture runs, and they did just that there.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. 2 out here and a runner at second. Line towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A run for the Jays thanks to the RBI double. Bottom of the sixth coming up. It's now 3-1 Blue Jays. At the plate, Glenn Davis. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And through just 5 innings, he's coming up on 100 pitches now.
Yeah, Matty, I think one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up. And D-Row, if you're the offense right now, you're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, usually the starting pitcher doesn't get to see the lineup 3 times through. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a move made to the bullpen here.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Sent on the ground out to second. And there's one down now. Now in the box, number 12. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
3-1 count, tying run on the on-deck circle. You have to be very careful right here to make a quality pitch on 3-1.
And the count will be full. Hit sharply toward the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one. David Weathers enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with one out in the inning.
David Weathers.
Stepping in now, Sam Horn, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. Off-speed pitch just missed inside. Weathers, a 22-year-old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Runners on first with one down. Throw over to the bag. Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Leo Gomez, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Set to deliver on 3-0. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Up next for the Orioles, the third baseman, Leo.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Leo Gomez. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. First delivery to him on the way.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
Ready with the 1-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
He's falling behind now, 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Now batting, catcher, Chris Hoyt.
Into the box now, Chris Hoyt.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Reined in, and he's out on the tag. But they cut the deficit to 1 as a run does come across to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Coming to the plate now, number 7. And he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
No problem with that take right there. First pitch from a reliever, got to calibrate that velocity.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. High and deep to right. A ball that's carrying. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. Orioles settle for 1. 7th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Orioles 2. Jim Poole is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 45. Yeah. Poole.
Now at the plate, Manny Lee. He singled his last time up.
Manny Lee.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-1 home. Popped him up. Davis in foul ground. 1 away. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Devin White. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
In now, Roberto Alomar. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Number 6 is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. David Wells gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
David Wells.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Brady Anderson.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
0-1 the count. And now pitch on the way. Driven nicely into the gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll get in at second base as the time runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Number 6.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
At the plate, number 6, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the 1-0.
Yep, I go 1 out.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
No one out with a runner at second. And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike 1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Swing, strike 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, number 8.
Digging in, number 8. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First pitch of the at-bat. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
And no take on 2-0. He's still squaring, and he gets it down. One there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Now at the plate, Glenn Davis, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First delivery to him on the way. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. It's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One left for the Orioles. Still a 3-2 ball game. Todd Frost has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 52, Todd Frost.
Ready to begin the eighth, and standing in the outfielder, Joe Carter.
Joe Carter.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's a ball. Ball one, no strike.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. The 1-2.
Ball. 2-2 now.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Into center field, line drive base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Now batting, number 34.
Standing in now, number 34. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1. Runner goes for second. There's a swing and a ground ball. And there's his first base hit in this one. And he's safe.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, D-Row. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts. But right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes to perfection.
Set. Here it comes. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first, and they turn the double play.
The first baseman, number 9.
So base is empty now after the double play. And set to go is the rookie first baseman, John Olerud. From the belt, the pitch. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Orioles 2. Dwayne Ward is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 31, Dwayne Ward.
Standing in, number 12. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
The center fielder, number 12.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch.
Nope.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager is giving this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Fastball well outside.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
3-0 pitch. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
To the plate now, Sam Horn. As he'll take a look at ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 2.
Count is 1 and 2.
Drilled to the right side, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Hey, Dan, these guys have put a lot of guys on base, but no one seemed to cross home plate. Are you cognizant of that as a pitcher? Are you aware of the traffic?
No doubt about it. 9 runners stranded so far in this game. It's time somebody comes up with a clutch hit.
Into the box now, Leo Gomez. The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Shoots this one over to first. And a sliding effort there, but he can't get a glove on it. A base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
From the stretch. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hit high and deep to right center. White will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. Stepping into the box, number 7, and a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Looking to wiggle out of this, here it is.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning. Because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
3 and
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on the mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
The left fielder, number 9, Brady
So
Anderson.
a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Brady Anderson, as he'll go to work on trying to bring home the tying run from third. First pitch of the at-bat. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Here's the 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. Fouled away.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. We've played 8 full. The Jays are out in front, 3-2. All set to start the 9th in this one. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Derek Bell. First pitch on its way.
Oh, that's off the plate.
The 1-0. There's a curveball off the plate, but swung on for a strike. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. And he fouls this one off. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Stepping in now, Pat Borders, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
2-0 count, the pitch. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Manny Lee is on deck. Popped up. Davis in foul ground. And the first baseman can't get there. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit hard up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job, but any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 out, 1 on in a one-run game. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. The Blue Jays on top, 3-2. Tom Henley is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Number 50, Tom Henley. Leading off for the Orioles, the right fielder, number 6.
Here's the first pitch.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. Carter is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the 9th.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, number 8, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Now the 1-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bell is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
First baseman.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Glenn Davis. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
Right side. Throw is in time, and they will advance to the next round of the playoffs.
And these wild card games are hard enough, as your entire season rests on 9 innings of baseball. But they put aside all the distractions that come with playing on the road and handled their business. Now it's on to the division series, 1 step closer to the World Series title.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, sometimes that defining moment of the game is the ending.